angry at that person or angry at myself for not being as good as that person, right? But the first impression is, Okay, today I'd like to talk about jealousy. I was a very jealous content creator today, and to be honest, I feel like that quite often. And if you are creating content as well, not just if you're a content creator, in all aspects of your life, you will feel jealous sometimes. When you're creating content, you see people achieving their goals so quick sometimes. Obviously, majority of the people don't, but we only see the ones that do. So that really makes us feel jealous. You really need to learn how to deal with that feeling. I did struggle in the beginning, to be honest, but now I think I've got it sorted. But I'm gonna admit it's a daily struggle, especially because you never feel like you're succeeding. So the reason I felt jealous today is because there was this video that popped up in my feed called, well, the channel was called Asian Dad Energy, right? So I thought, oh, that could be interesting because my channel is called My Dad Davi, so I've got some dad stuff as well, dad related subjects, not just dad, but that too. And I've noticed that the guy posted the video 5 days ago, had over 500,000 views, right? Which is really good. 5 days, 500,000 views. And then I thought, well, surely I can learn from this guy. And he looked kind of middle-aged type of person, so maybe just a little bit older than me. He might have the same vibe. So I decided to watch the video. I watched the video, it was really good. The title was a little bit sad because he's been laid off after 25 years in tech. And then he talks about the struggles and, you know, the feelings, anxiety and things like that. Things that people don't talk about. They like to write their in titles, but people do talk about that stuff all the time. You know, we're talking about that now. After I watched the video, I decided to check out his channel because surely he's been doing that for a long time with that amount of views. When I checked his channel, guess how many videos he had posted? Have a guess. One video. It was his first video. It was his very first video. 5 days ago, he just created his channel. He posted a video 5 days ago. 500,000 views, 17,500 subscribers if I'm not wrong on that number. So basically, if he posts another 2 videos, it doesn't even need to be good. He'll monetize. Now, some people say you shouldn't feel jealous. It's an ugly feeling, you know? You shouldn't feel like that. Of course you should feel jealous. When you see someone doing exactly the same thing that you're doing, but succeeding 100 times more than you are, how are you not supposed to feel jealous? You can't control your feeling. You should feel jealous. In fact, I like when I feel jealous because that works in my favor. The key is, you cannot turn into the darkness when you feel jealous, if you know what I mean. Now, when you feel that, you've got 2 options. And I'm talking specifically for content creators right now. You can either go to this guy's channel, right? And you post a lot of crap on his videos, you know? Mean comments, just to bring him down, right? That's one option. So you bring him to your level. You could do that. A lot of people do that. Now, the other option, which is the option that I take, is to learn. Actually, sorry. Be angry first. You know what I mean? Have your bad thoughts. That's okay, as long as you don't act on them. So what you can do is, you watch his videos, you watch it again, you watch it again, and you learn. And you post something nice on his videos, and you comment something nice, and you engage with him or her. You know, I'm just saying him because in this scenario, it's a guy. And I can guarantee, once you start doing that, you're gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna feel much better about yourself, about not about your content, about yourself as a person. And when that hits, you're gonna have the energy and the courage to admit, yeah, they're better than me. I need to learn from this person. And that's when the growth starts. That's when you start heading towards the level that that person is, not bring that person down. And then you have to be honest with yourself. For example, in this case, he's got 25 years working in tech, right? I, growing up, chose not to go to college. I don't regret that because I had an amazing life. I've done a lot of things. I've got an amazing family. I'm a stay-home dad for a long time. To me, it was a good trade-off, right? To me, that was my choice. How am I supposed to be angry at him? So I choose to praise him a little bit, engage with his content. It might even help. We might one day collab. Who knows? But that's what I think after I go through the whole process of acceptance. After I work out there's no reason for me to be angry at that person or angry at myself for not being as good as that person. right? But the first impression is, mother. Now, it was their feeling, right? I'm talking about personally myself now, the way I do things and how I process things inside my brain, right? It was their ugly feeling that some people say that you shouldn't have. I disagree completely. You should have. It was their feeling. They allowed me to be honest with myself and get better. Now, if I didn't have that feeling, if I just ignored it, I said, no, he's okay. He's not going to teach me anything. I'm not going to watch his content. I would have never come to the conclusion that I need to get better. And if you don't realize you need to get better, you won't. Simple as that. So if you want to be jealous, be angry, curse if you need to curse. Sometimes you're going to hit the nail on the head. One video is going to make it. But for most of us, it'll take longer. But be ready not to let that kill your dreams and your goals and let you get distracted. Use that as fuel.